have had so many chances to spill their guts out, to say how they feel. Emily, if Brennan had no inhibitions, no fears of a projection, what would she say to Booth? And turn to David and say what she would say.
Some kind of acting or
it's a workshop.
We can do a scene if you like.
No, I mean, I think that.
No, I'm right here. Right here. We'll go right to the mic. Just turn the mic a little bit. There you go. Gotcha. It's so nice outside, isn't it?
I don't even remember the question anymore.
What would you say to Booth if you really wanted to just tell him what you felt?
Well, I think obviously, I think Brennan has a lot of feelings for Booth, and I think that being in Maluku made her realize that how strong those feelings really are, and maybe she regrets a little bit, saying no to him when he put his heart out there for her.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Boreanaz, your turn.
It's a balmy 72 degrees. It's not.
You're channeling your dad.
I am channeling Dave. What would you like me to say to Bones as Booth?
Kind of already said it.
I really have. I remember he's spoken those words, but I can't. I'm here for you. Trust me. Just fall back. Just go ahead. I'm right here.
I'm pretty stable. I'm pretty stable. I don't think I need to fall.
You just go ahead. Take the shoes off. You just go straight back. I'm going to catch you. I'm here. You're not falling. You're still. There you go. Fall on the left. Not to the right.
So there were some really standout episodes this season. The X in the Files was a really good episode, I thought. Was it hard to get that little X-Files theme song in there? I know it was a Fox show, but
it wasn't easy.
Tell me about that.
Well, it's easy to type. The X-Files themes come through a phone, but first you have to buy the ring. You have to download and buy the ring. That costs like $1.99. We need a Bones one that we can collect anyway. And,
do they have that? I wonder if they have a bonus ring for people's phones. They do? All right.
They do?
Really?
Wow.
I know, I didn't recognize it as music. I thought it was kind of noise. I do enjoy it very much, but it took me a few listens to recognize the melody.
Beautiful melody.
Beautiful melody that it is.
And then we had to, you have to go get the rights to broadcast it, which was, luckily it was within the corporation. We could always call up Duchovny and he put in a word for us. But, we got it. It was great to have it in there. Bones owes debt to X-Files. It's in the canon, so it's great just to say howdy to X-Files every once in a while.
Well, Dave, that episode had a little cameo, a photograph of your dad, and you also got to direct your dad in that episode. Talk about working with Pops.
Well, my dad did a show called Rocket Chip 7. Basketball from the old when I was a kid. Oh, wow. That's one thing.
I really wonder how many people went, oh my God, that's...
I don't know, maybe they didn't figure it out, or it was kind of a quick shot.
Yeah.
It was like, in Commander Tom outfit. And it was
We talked about it.
I think we did, yeah. We made reference to it in the UFO Cafe.
Yep.
Right, yeah. And there was my father as Dave Thomas, Rocket Chip 7, and it was great to actually, in the 100th episode, be able to actually direct my father. And all he had to do was slam down a piece of paper on the copy machine, pick it up as the light went by, and I was starting the shot, and that must have taken me a good 40 minutes to get that done, because the machine wasn't going on properly, and all he had to do was just do one, and it did 3 times, and the machine never worked, and the paper went down, and the Steadicam guy was up high, and I felt bad for him, and then it was difficult.
I like the part where you came over and said, Dad, all you do is this, and then you did it wrong.
I know. That's it. All you do is press the button here, and it didn't work. And then it worked when we weren't shooting, and then all of a sudden the prop master came over and said, oh, you're on the wrong speed, and that was after 42 takes. But it was fantastic.
That was the only day that David didn't get his day. Otherwise, he's a really good director.
I didn't get my day.
People don't even know what that means.
Finishing on time. You're right.
Finishing in the time allotted.
Yeah.
Please speak close to the mic. It says that right there.
Then Emily, after years of waiting, we finally got to see you and your sister in an episode.
Yes.
Tell us about it. You like that?
That was a lot of fun. It was pretty great. We've been trying to make that. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear me if I don't talk really close. We were trying to make that happen from maybe first season.
From the beginning. Yeah.
But my sister has a very difficult schedule to manage. She not only has a film career, but she has a music career, and she's touring all the time, and blah, blah, blah. But we finally got her. We pinned her down last year, and it was a lot of fun. She came and drank tea in my trailer, and we hung out.
I think the real reason it
Spent time
took so
together.
long is that she didn't want to stand beside you on film because you're 3 feet taller. Zoe Deschanel's a little tiny thing. Aurora Deschanel is big and tall.
She's a couple inches shorter than I am, but she's tiny.
She coming back?
I'm kind of,
She coming back?
Or something. I don't know. We should talk to her about that. I don't know.
We have a bunch of guest stars who we always have to try and find out their availability a huge amount in advance. Cyndi Lauper, Billy Gibbons, Stephen Fry. We seem to go for the most busy people and then try and work the stories. And Zoe's on that list. People that are hard to. I guess it's good that we're after people who aren't saying, "I'm here. I'll do it right now."
Whatever you want me. I'm here. That's how I am. I'm always ready.
There's apparently going to be room for additional bases because we're going to be losing somebody this season, huh?
Well, Will.
Well, Hart.
What I said was that I keep saying that someone will be a victim, but yeah, he'll probably be a really fatal victim, or she.
So tell us how this is going to come into play. What are you
No,
plotting?
you have to watch the show to see how it comes into play. I'm not going to tell you. It's exciting. I'll give you adverbs and adjectives. It's exciting. It's thrilling.
Well, in some way, and we've already touched upon this in TV Guide, it's hooked into, with your blessing, with the grave digger, yeah?
Yeah, see, the grave digger leads to something worse.
So she's coming back?
The grave digger?
Yes.
Grave digger.
Heather Tappan.
Yes, Heather
Without
Tappan.
joy.
Heather Tappan, the grave digger, comes back, and who knew that something could be worse? I always thought of the grave digger as being Brennan, evil. So what happens if you meet that Booth evil?
Oh, so you're saying that it's like Brendan playing a dual role, a split personality. She's going to go on a killing rampage, and is that...
Man, these are all things I should have done. Lesbian.
As long as I get to drive a tank through the lab. I just really want to drive a tank through the lab.
Okay, here's it. David hates the lab. He hates the lab. It's the most beautiful set on
It
television.
feels like you're in a Viking outfit.
He hates it every year. Toward the end of the year, he says, "Is this the year it blows up? Can we I want to drive." I think you saw James Garner in that tank movie.
Yeah, I want to drive a tank through the lab. Rescue bones.
That was an expensive lap.
That's an
I
expensive
don't know if
lab.
I can afford to do that.
Well, we can rebuild it.
This is the advantage of having an actor be a producer on the show. All of a sudden, she's, "Oh, we can't afford to do that."
To know how much it costs.
Well, speaking of terrors like the Gravedigger, what are your own personal phobias? And I know David actually won. Mr. Hansen kind of had fun with this season with the chickens.
Well, David's phobias were, you might as well just, Emily and I might as well leave.
Chickens? Birds?
Birds.
Birds just freak me out. Fish, bees,
Double-decker buses.
double-decker buses are so high up and it wobbles a lot. Take a turn and you don't know where you're going and it's dizzy. Oh god.
We had a scene on the second row of a double-decker bus that just never made it into the show because really we couldn't have Booth looking terrified.
Those things are so high up. You can't get out. It's an emergency. How do you get out of that thing? The doors clamping. You gotta go down the stairs in the front. There's problems. People are screaming. You're trying to step on it. I don't know. There's gum on your shoe. It's hot. It's hot. I gotta get out. I gotta get out. Get out. They're scary. I mean, you don't know where you can. They go left. They go right. It's dangerous. Double-decker buses are dangerous. You don't see them too often in America. Only the sightseeing ones in New York. Anyhow, double-decker buses, you can go on now.